Sometimes, the paintings are a very convenient way to learn how the ancient people lived in the past. Something about the military is also similar logic. So, in this video, I'm going to share some of what I found in the wall paintings of the Qing Dynasty. And meanwhile, I'm also thinking of trying to use a new way to edit the video. So this video is my first try. Recently, every time I saw the data from the YouTube studio, the average view duration is always about 2 minutes. Thus, I think if I can make a shorter video every time, while making the shorter video, I can upload more videos for every week, up to 2 or 3 videos per week. So I think maybe this is a good idea, and then I decided to just try it. Okay, now let's talk about today's story, the musket shooting position in the Qing Dynasty. The wall paintings from the Qing Dynasty have simply been our regular features in the channel. The first pose of shooting was actually a standard pose. Meanwhile, this standard pose might have a kind of variant version, so let's see some detail one by one. At first, this can be put into a standard shooting style. This kind of shooting pose not only was used by the infantry, but also the cavalrymen. So at this time, we might watch the standard pose in the military manual of the Qing Dynasty. By the manual, we can have a reference, and we can recognize the different shooting poses in the wall paintings easier. Okay, when our slide comes back to the wall painting, we can find that the distinction of the standard style are on the hand and the rear arm. The front hand is the same with our modern shooting position. The gunner lifts the front of the gun with the palm of the hand, and the fingers hold the gun in steady motion naturally. Then the rear hand grabs the handle and keeps the finger or 2 fingers to prepare to pull the trigger. Meanwhile, the gunner needs to make the gun's grab closer to his face in order to aim with the gunner side on the rear side and through the front side. Finally, the rear arm and elbow needs to tuck. So this is the traditional standard shooting position in the Qing Dynasty military. But in fact, this kind of shooting style also was used in hunting time. Now this painting is painted by a Baylor, which was a special title only in the Qing Dynasty royal family. And this man was Prince Rongke Mianyi. The people in the painting might be a normal man too, because he wore a pair of boots when he hunted the bird. And meanwhile, hunting also was a popular activity in the Qing Dynasty noble class. Just like Emperor Qianlong, he was a lover of hunting, and he had many paintings and painted his hunting moment. And the man in the painting, not like the normal soldiers and hunters who usually wore closed shoes on the battlefield or forest, or maybe the person was the painter himself. But anyway, we can see he used the standard shooting pose to aim the bird, and the muzzle always located on the bird, even though the bird was flying. So this might be the reason why we have seen a person who turned his body with his gun in a strange hold gun pose. Then, beside the standard shooting pose, there was a kind of another standard pose, but likely not standard enough. It looks more like a relaxed version. The Musketeers soldiers, including the infantry and the cavalrymen, when they used his shooting position, they would grab the gun farther from their face, compared with the standard pose. So we can reasonably think that this kind of shooting style's accuracy may not be better than the real standard pose, maybe worse. Thus, it might be a kind of fire support, but not in order to just knock down the enemies exactly. They might be more focused on the quick fire to disturb the enemies, or some other reasons. In addition, these are the paintings after all, not photos. Plus, the situation was very chaotic on the battlefield, so the poses of the people in the paintings might have more or less errors with the real world. Okay, this is today's video, the shooting position in the Qing Dynasty. Hope you like this video. Have a good day. See you next time soon. Bye.